So I'd recently lost my wife. We'd been married over 50 years, and it was a bit of a shock. It did take its toll on me. I haven't really spoken to anyone about it very often. I'd eventually reached out to some friends, and they've been encouraging me to use WhatsApp. I didn't know what WhatsApp was, but once I got into it, it was really nice. And by myself in the house, so things can get a bit lonely sometimes. Now I can talk to my family, even my son out in New Zealand and my grandchildren. When things happened, it was just any old afternoon. I can't particularly remember which day. And I'm usually checking my emails most days. Then I noticed there was this message come through on WhatsApp from my son. He'd gone and lost his phone. Well, I mean, I was used to him losing his phone. He was a bit careless sometimes, you know what boys are. He said, "Hey, Dad, could you send me some money because I've lost my phone and my bank account's locked up at the moment, and I need some money to buy a new phone." So what I did was I had his bank account details, so I just sent them off to his bank account, and I thought that was it. But what I didn't realise was that the bank account number he'd given me was not his own bank account. It was another one. It was a false account. So I'd sent him £2,000 because that's what he told me needed to do that, and he wanted a bit of spare cash to keep himself going. But it wasn't until I heard back from the bank that there was a problem, and then I got in touch with my son. Well, with hindsight, I know now that I should have asked him first. Why does your son send you a WhatsApp message asking for £2,000? You'd think he'd ring you up and ask you, wouldn't you? So, I mean, I really felt stupid about the whole thing, and I was in a bad place anyway at the time. So I just felt that I'd made a huge mistake, and I felt like I was the guilty one. I was in the wrong because I'd done this and not thought about it. If I just stopped and taken 5 minutes to think about it, picked up the phone and checked with my son that it really was him, then I wouldn't have had the problem, would I?
There are so many different types of fraud and cybercrime. What you've seen is just a snapshot of what's happening multiple times a day, every day. Anyone can be the victim of a fraud or cybercrime. Help spread the message. You can make a real difference. Sit down and take some time with friends and family and help them to follow these 3 steps to protect.
My grandma was recently a victim of a scam. She was ordering presents online for my birthday and received a text message asking her to pay a delivery fee. She sent over her account details and lost all her life savings. I could have helped to avoid it if I just followed these 3 simple steps. Step 1, passwords. Everyone's got their own idea on what makes a good password, but keep it simple. When creating a password, use a minimum of 3 random words, or make it even more complex using random numbers or symbols. But avoid using easily guessable passwords, such as family birthdays or family pets. But most importantly, no matter how tempting it may be, do not use the same password on multiple accounts. Step 2, two-factor authentication. One of the most important steps is two-factor authentication. This sounds complicated, but all it is an additional PIN code, face scan or fingerprint alongside your regular password. Most banks, shopping and social media have the ability to enable this. It's really easy to set up, and once you do, you're instantly safer online. Step 3, stop and think. Always think, could this be fake? It's okay to ignore requests. Only criminals will try and rush you. Always take a moment to think before parting with information, as this could really help you save your money. If a relative is concerned, make sure they talk to you or a family member or the bank face to face.